Breaking, Tim Pool is reportedly selling his entire Timcast operation to the Daily Wire. Pool allegedly has already had Daily Wire as a silent minority partner in Timcast for several months. So this is big news for many different reasons, because I mean, what is this going to mean for Timcast and all of that? I personally, like, listen, man, I am not going to hate on a dude for getting his money. I'm just not going to do it. I've kind of said about Tim Pool that, you know, he's kind of he's been a strong voice in the independent media movement. He's been an extremely strong voice, very important voice as well, and I highly respect what he's built over there. But I do feel that he's gotten so big and he is so successful and he's so rich that in a lot of ways he's kind of forgotten who he is or what made him who he is. That's just my opinion from the outside looking in. And that's kind of why this whole thing started. This whole show, this whole CobraCast show started as a meme because Tim Pool essentially didn't want to answer questions from his own community because of the stuff with Eliza Blue and Jack Murphy and all of that. And so he shut his chat down to members only. I personally didn't like that. I never like when people's voices are silenced. I think that that's always a bad move, and that's a very mainstream mentality. When you tell people, hey, too many people aren't saying what I want them to say, therefore I'm going to shut down their voices and silence them. I don't like that. I've never liked that idea. When you're on the internet, it doesn't matter who you are. You're going to get destroyed from time to time over things that are happening. That's the nature of being on the internet. And running into a little protective bubble because things are getting too tough is it's a really mainstream mentality. And this is something I talked about earlier on Main Event, but I talked about the comments from like RGT85 over on the Side Scroller show the other day. And he was talking about, you know, people that have come up through YouTube, they're used to criticism and they kind of can deal with it. Whereas people from that mainstream infrastructure, they've kind of been in protective wrap for all of these years, and they've been shielded from any real criticism because they've been surrounded by people that basically just give them their talking points back to them, and there's no actual discussions. And, you know, when you're in the YouTube world, like, you should be prepared to take criticism. And the fact that he shut his chat down to members only bothered me a lot. So I decided to start this show as a one-off to just, you know, essentially just meme on him, and people like the show so much. So we continue to do it. And now CobraCast is a pretty consistent, show these days, and people like it. So we don't know if this is actually like 100% confirmed or not. I mean, it's not it's right now. Here's Media Right News says Tim Pool is reportedly selling his entire Timcast operation to the Daily Wire effective January 1. Sources confirm it to Media Right News. I don't know who Media Right News is. One source told Media Right News that a Daily Wire employee has been questioning Timcast employees to determine whether they will be terminated, while a second said it is unclear which employees will retain their positions. Sources spoke on conditions of anonymity due to concern of legal reprisals. It is also understood Pool is moving to Nashville, and any employee retained will need to relocate after many were required to move to West Virginia to begin employment. Pool recently commented on the Daily Wire split with Brett Cooper without disclosing his deal to the Daily Wire. It all just seems like obvious contract stuff to me. Pool wrote on the decision between Daily Wire and Cooper to part ways. So the question you have to ask yourself is the situation with Brett Cooper, does that have anything to do with the decision to bring Tim Pool on and buy his operation? Very interesting. Now, if you did hear, and I did listen to Tim Pool's video earlier, and he's basically trying to make a strong case for why the Daily Wire did nothing wrong, and, you know, that it's all good for them to get rid of Brett Cooper, yada, yada, yada. Here's a tweet from him. It all just seems like obvious contract stuff to me. I assume Brett wanted more money. Daily Wire didn't want to pay more. I I don't get why anyone would be mad. It's not like Brett can keep doing videos. That is such a stupid fucking comment. I don't get why anyone would be mad. It's the fucking internet, Tim. You get paid to be pissed off on the internet every day, just like me. You know why people are mad, because this is the nature of the internet. That's what people do. I don't know why anyone would be mad. You fucking spend every day being mad. You even talk about you get paid to be mad on the internet. He has actually said that. So don't give me this bullshit about you don't get why anyone would be mad. First of all, the Daily Wire has now taken a 5 million subscriber channel that was built by someone else, and they've essentially told those 5 million subscribers, hey, like the new pretty girl that we're putting on this show, and don't criticize us. That's not how YouTube works. YouTube is full of people that are going to tell you exactly what they think and how they feel. End of discussion. That's how it goes. And nothing is going to change that. Very mainstream attitude. I don't get why anyone is mad. Motherfucker, people are mad at absolutely nothing every day on the internet. Okay? I could sit here and say it's the most obvious thing. Okay? I could say, Zaxby's chicken is really good. Do you know what's going to happen in the chat? A bunch of people are going to agree, and a bunch of people are going to say, you're a fucking retard. Zaxby's is overrated, Jeremy. Guess what? That's how things work. I don't get why people are mad. I don't get it. Good Lord, man. Like, it doesn't matter what you say on the internet. Somebody's going to be mad, and they're going to disagree, and they're going to challenge you. Look at this. Look who commented on this thread right here. Adam Krigler says, wait, people think Tim cares about his employees. Adam Krigler, baby, in the house. That's pretty funny.